Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are all safe at home. So in the previous session, we discussed one axiom, that is SAS axiom. I told you clearly, axiom is nothing but it is a universal truth. Proof is not required. Axioms are a true statement. Clear? The statement is whatever the given statement is always true. Now coming to that, by using that axiom, we are going to prove some theorems. Now, see this here in the previous session, we discussed SAS congruency rule. What is SAS congruency rule? Now, see this here, SAS congruency rule. That is nothing but so two sides and included angle we discussed. Right, my dears? Two sides, triangle ABC, and this is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and as well as something it is 40 degrees. Let us take one more triangle, that is a PQR. So in these two triangles, so this is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and as well as 40 degrees. Now see this here, by SAS congruency rule, by SAS we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. This we discussed in the previous session. So this congruency symbol is like this. Now, I am going to ask one question. Let us take that here side angle side is given. Suppose if I draw two triangles, a triangle, let us take that DEF, and as well as one more triangle, that is XYZ. Clear? These are the two triangles. I am going to take that. This is 4 centimeter, this is 6 centimeters. And this is let us take 50 degrees. Now here also 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and this will be 50 degrees. Now can we say that by using SAS congruency, the given two triangles, that is DEF and as well as XYZ are congruent? Can we say that? Can we say these two are congruent to each other? No. Here see this here. Even though here they given two sides and one angle, but I told you in the axiom, first axiom, that is SAS congruency rule, two sides and included angle. I underline that word also. So this angle must be included. Then only we can say these two are congruent to each other. Otherwise, we cannot say these two are congruent to each other. So therefore, these two are not congruent to each other. So here we have only one rule, that is SAS rule only is possible. Otherwise, we cannot say that. We did not use that angle side ASS rule and as well as SSA. These two are not possible. Clear, my dears? These two are not possible. These two axioms we did not take it as a congruence rule. In that congruence rule, we did not use ASS and as well as SSA. That is, angle side or side angle is not possible in congruency of triangles. Please note on this. Clear, my dears? So we have only one axiom, that is SAS only. So based on this, we did not take ASS and as well as SSA. We did not use this, even though two sides and one angle is given. Clear? Understand, my dears? So these are the two figures, DEF and as well as XYZ. Here they given two sides and one angle. Two sides and one angle. But angle is not included. That's why we did not use these ASS and as well as SSA, or that is angle side and side angle is not possible in congruency of triangles. Clear? Is this clear? Right? Right. Now, children, so what we conclude from that? So SAS congruency rules is only hold for, but not ASS and as well as SSA rules are not possible. Now coming to so let us construct two triangles which are two angles and one side. Triangle ABC, and let us take one more triangle, that is DEF. Let us take two triangles ABC and as well as DEF. In that, this angle will be 50 degrees and this will be 40 degrees. Clear? And this will be, let us take 5 centimeters, right? And as well as this will be 50 degrees and this will be 40 degrees. and this will be 5 centimeters. Now look at here. What can you conclude from these two triangles? Here see this here, angle, side and angle. Here also angle, side and angle. The corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are also equal. Clear? So here angle B is equal to angle E, as well as BC is equal to EF, and as well as instead of writing equal to, you should just keep symbol, and as well as angle C is equal to angle F. So here we can conclude from this, there is a rule, angle side angle congruency rule. Angle side angle congruency rule. This is the one proof. We are going to discuss this proof by using the first axiom. Clear? What is that? By using SAS axiom, we are going to prove theorem number 7.1, that is ASA congruency rule. Clear? Now, children, let us discuss theorem number 7.1, that is ASA congruency rule. Just now we discussed that if two angles and one included side of one triangle are equal to the two angles and one included side of the other triangle, then we can say that it is called ASA congruency rule. So what is the theorem statement here? This is a theorem. We are going to prove this by using SAS axiom. Okay. Now theorem number 7.1. Two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. This is the theorem statement. You need to remember this statement. What is that? Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Okay. Now I am going to draw the figures here. So triangle ABC. Let us take two triangles. That is that triangle ABC, right? And as well as triangle DEF. DEF. So let us take two triangles which are congruent by using ASA. That we are going to prove that. Clear? So now here this is D, E and F. So here angle B, angle E, angle F, sorry, angle C and angle F. Okay, and this side equal to this side. So this is a given figures. Clear? So now to prove this theorem statement, first of all we will write the given. What is the given here? Given that, what is that? In triangles ABC and DEF, in these two triangles, the given angle B is equal to angle E and as well as BC is equal to EF and angle C is equal to angle F. So we need to prove, required to prove is what? Required to prove is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This is the required proof. We need to required. This is required proof. RTP is nothing but required to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So to prove this one, there are three conditions will arise. So here let us take the first condition is if AB equal to DE. If AB is equal to DE, if AB is equal to DE, what will happen? If AB equal to DE, so AB is equal to DE, angle B equal to angle E, and BC equal to EF. Side, angle, side, side, angle, side is by SAS congruence rule. We can say that these two are congruent to each other. That is the first condition. What is second condition? In suppose if AB is greater than DE, the length of AB is greater than DE. Then you need to take one point on the AB. Let us take point P, and from point P you need to draw the line to C. Join PC. Clear? There is one more triangle will be possible, that is PBC and as well as DEF. Here PB is equal to DE, angle B equal to angle E, and BC equal to EF. By SAS congruence, you can say that those two triangles are corresponding. I mean, both are congruent to each other. But there is one more condition also is there. If AB is less than DE, so we are going to prove those three conditions. Clear? So what is the first condition? If the first case, if AB is equal to, if possible, let us take the length of AB is equal to length of DE. Length of AB is equal to length of DE, what will happen? Now see this here. So if length of DE or AB is equal to DE, then by using directly by SAS congruency. So now in proof of case 1. What is the first case? If possible, AB is equal to DE. If AB is equal to DE, then in triangles, then in the triangle ABC and triangle DEF, in these two triangles, so AB is equal to DE. It is if possible. If possible condition, we are going to take that first condition as AB equal to DE. So this is AB equal to DE. Angle B is equal to angle A. This is given, right? So and as well as BC is equal to EF. Now see this here, side angle side. So by using SAS, by using SAS congruency rule, SAS congruency rule, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. First condition is complete. That means we need to prove that three conditions. First condition is if AB equal to DE, what will happen? By using SAS congruency rule, we can say that ABC is congruent to DEF. Second condition is what? AB is greater than DE. Third condition is AB less than DE. So first condition we completed. What is that? If possible, AB equal to DE. Then in triangle ABC and DEF, AB equal to DE, angle B equal to angle E, BC is equal to EF. This also they given. Clear, my dear sir? This also they given. So therefore, by using SAS congruency rule, we can say that ABC is congruent to DEF. Clear? Now coming to the second case. What is case 2? That is if suppose AB is greater than DE. If AB is greater than, what will happen? So if AB is greater than DE, what is case 2? Case 2, that is if AB is greater than DE. If AB is greater than DE, construction part, you need to take one construction, that is take a point P, on AB such that PB is equal to DE. Now see this here. I am going to take a point here P. I am joining PC also. Is this clear? So here PB equal to DE, right? Now in triangles PBC and DEF, in these two triangles, PB is equal to DE, that is by construction, and angle B is equal to angle E given, and BC is equal to EF. This also they given. Clear, my dears? So therefore, by using SAS axiom, or SAS congruency rule, we can say that a triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DEF. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, in the previous session we discussed by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Clear, my dears? So now here, so I am going to write here, if triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DF, these two triangles are congruent. This part and this part are congruent to each other. So then by CPCT, what we are going to take that? By CPCT. So by CPCT, we can say that that is angle PCB is equal to angle DFE. But in the starting they given angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. Now observe these two equations. Angle PCB is equal to angle DFE and as well as angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. This is given, right, my dears? So by using these two, we can say that therefore angle ACB is equal to angle PCB. How it is possible? How it is possible? See this here. This total angle is equal to this angle. We proved this total angle equal to this angle. Is it possible? Is it possible? It is possible only one condition. It is possible. So here we proved that angle ACB is equal to angle PCB, right? So it is not possible. It is not possible. Clear? Right? So if it is not possible, this is wrong because angle ACB is not equal to angle PCB. That is the condition. But we proved that both are equal. Is it possible? It is not possible. When it is possible? When the point P coincide with point A, then angle ACB is equal to angle PCB. So A and P are coincide to each other. A and P are, AP will be coincide to each other. Then only this condition is possible. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. So in this condition, compulsory, if you take extra point P on AB also, if you take one more point P on AB, we got one triangle PBC. Okay, PBC and DEF, we proved these two are congruent to each other. But if these two are congruent to each other, by CPCT, angle PCB is equal to angle DFE. Okay, this we got. But they given angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. So by using these two equations, this is DEF, DFE, and this also DFE. If both LHS are equal, then equate RHS. So therefore we got angle ACB is equal to angle PCB. Is it possible? It is not possible when the point P coincide with point A. So therefore these two will be equal. Clear? It is not possible actually. When it is possible? When the point P coincide with point A, then angle ACB is equal to angle PCB. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. There is one more condition, that is if AB is less than DE. The length of AB is less than DE. What will happen? Let us discuss now. That is the case 3. Do you understand this, my dears? So compulsory, if you take one more point P on AB, that we are proved both angles are equal. So when it is possible? If point P coincide with point A, then only it is possible. Let us take that one more condition, that is the condition 3 is, what is the condition now 3? Now case 3, that is if AB is less than DE. If AB is less than DE, then take a point M on DE. Take a point M on DE, join MF. Clear, my dears? So now take a point M on DE such that ME is equal to AB. ME is equal to AB. Clear? So now, if ME is equal to AB, now in triangles, let us take that ABC and a triangle MEF. In these two triangles, we got AB is equal to ME, AB is equal to ME, nevertheless angle B is equal to angle E, nevertheless BC is equal to EF. These two are given, this also given, and this one is we took, that is the construction part. That is construction part. Clear? Right, my dear sir? So now, by using SAS congruency rule, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MEF. So now, if these two triangles are congruent together by CPCT, we can say that angle MFE is equal to angle ACB. Clear? Angle ACB. But they given that angle DFE is equal to angle ACB. This they given. Okay, in the starting only they given that DFE is equal to ACB. Now observe these two equations. By observing these two equations, both RHS are equal. If RHS are equal, then compulsory LHS must be equal. Then you can say it is an equation. So here both the RHS are equal. So therefore angle MFE is equal to angle DFE. Is it possible? Is it possible? No, it is not possible. It is not possible because it is not possible. When eప్పుడు possible? When it will be possible? When it will be possible? Right. It is not possible when M is coincided with B with D, then angle MFE is equal to angle DFE. Then only possible. So therefore we can say that therefore a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Is this clear, my dears? This is a required proof. So three conditions will be possible. First condition is AB is equal to DE. Then by using SAS axiom, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Second condition is if AB is greater than DE, take a point P and prove that ABC is congruent to DF. And as well as third condition is if AB is less than DE, then take a point on DE such that MEF is congruent to ABC. When it is possible, unless the point M is coincided with D, then only ABC is congruent to DEF. Is this clear, my dears? Please note down this. So now, children, you know that sum of the angles in a triangle is, what are the sum of the angles in a triangle? Right, sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. That we know that. So if any triangle, if we know two angles and we can find out third angle easily. So here by using this we can conclude one congruency rule, that is angle side, ASA rule, ASA congruency rule. This is possible when two angles and one side, any one side is given. What is that? Angle side. That is if two triangles are congruent together, if two triangles are if two triangles are congruent to each other, congruent to each other, then the corresponding angles any two corresponding angles, that is two corresponding angles and one corresponding side, are equal, then we can say that both the triangles, then the two triangles are congruent to each other. The two triangles are congruent to each other. So that is by AAS. Now see this here, triangle ABC plus triangle PQR. In these two triangles, this angle and this angle B, angle Q, and let us take BC is equal to QR. These two angles and one side, these two angles and one side, by angle side, angle side. Here also corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Then we can say that by angle side congruency rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. In this case, this is a special case by using some of the angles in a triangle. Okay, if these two angles are equal, I mean angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, then by some of the angles in a triangle, by using this, we can find out angle C is equal to angle R. If corresponding angles are equal, then we can say that two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, any one side, angle side, right? Angle side, compulsory corresponding angles and corresponding side only. Right, my dears? This is one more rule, AAS congruency rule. So by using this, we are going to solve one example. Now, children, so let us discuss one example based on the AAS congruency rule. Now, see this here, example 3. Line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. Here, this AB is parallel to CD. Clear, they given. And O is the midpoint of AD. For AD, O is the midpoint. Midpoint means what? The point will divide this AD line segment into two equal halves. That is OA is equal to OD. Right? And show that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. And as well as second one is O is the midpoint of BC. That is the meaning of this question. Now see this here, all of you. So given that AB is parallel to CD, okay, that is the first condition, and O is the midpoint of AD. O is the midpoint of AD, which is implies OA is equal to OD. That is the first condition. So if AB is parallel to CD, now see this here, if AB is parallel to CD, then this angle is equal to this angle. That is alternate interior angles are equal. So here angle DCO, or you can take that first triangle is AOB, no? Right. Triangle ABO is equal to, angle ABO is equal to angle DCO. That is alternate interior angles. Clear? Right. And as well as here, angle AOB is equal to angle DOC. What is that? These two angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles. That is vertically opposite angles. So therefore, now see this here, observe here. This is a angle side. Angle side. Clear? So therefore, by by using AAS congruence rule, by AAS congruence rule, we can say the triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. First one is completed. Clear? Now, if these two triangles are congruent to each other by CPCT, we can say that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. By CPCT, we can say that. So see this here. Listen. So therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. We got by CPCT, OB is equal to OC. These two sides also must be equal. So therefore, second one is, if OB is equal to OC, then O is the midpoint of BC. Hence proved. Is this clear, my dears? Is this clear? Take note of this. Right, children, I hope you understood that today whatever we discussed, that theorem 7.1, that is angle side angle congruence rule, and as well as by using that we derived one more also, that is angle side congruence rule. So you please complete this today's homework, page number 118 and 119 also. Clear? 118 and 119, exercise 7.1, question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, by using, already we discussed three congruence rule, that is SAS, ASA and as well as AAS. By using those three conditions, which condition is satisfied by this, by solving these two problems. Use that condition and as well as complete this homework. Thank you. Have a nice day.